Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is UMAR AHMED for NFL TV in association with MTK Global via Zoom, all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm joined by Devin Haney. How are you keeping, champ?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Yeah, all good. Obviously, saw your announcement yesterday. Come from Matchroom Boxing that 7th of November. You'll be back out in action. Delighted to see you back in the ring. Firstly, and it's against Gamboa. How do you think the fight plays out? And also, Devin, could you go landscape, please? Is that all right?
This is better.
If you switch it to landscape and then straighten it out.
Is that landscape? Oh, hold on. Let me see.
There you go. That's better. Yeah, Gamboa. Break it down for me, Devin. How does it go?
I mean, Gamboa. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Gamboa. You know, he's a tough opponent. He's been in there with the best. He went in there. He hurt Crawford. You know, he landed a good shot and he hurt Crawford. So, you know, I can't underestimate his power. In his last fight, he went 12 rounds with Tank, so he's durable. You know, he's hungry. You know, and I can't underestimate him. Hey, is the lighting messing up?
No, you're all good. You're all good.
It's not like you can see me. Like it looks like on my camera, it looks like so bright.
You are bright, but I can still see you. You are a little bit bright though. We're good.
Huh? We're good? All right. Cool.
Yeah. How do you feel about boxing without any fans in attendance, Devin?
I mean, at first, you know, I was a little shaky about it. I didn't know, like, you know, how it was going to be. But ever since I've been seeing all the other fighters do it, you know, I'm excited for it. You know, I feel like I'm going to be able to relax more, and it's going to be more closer to a sparring match.
Okay. Before we talk about Gamboa more, let's just address this situation with Gary Russell Jr. The fight obviously didn't get made. There was offers sent. He had a problem with the rematch clause, etc. Why did that not happen, Devin?
Gamboa, you know, not Gamboa. Gary Russell would just come with, you know, every excuse in the book. You know, time after time it would be something after something after something. That's why I gave him the nickname Mr. Cap, because he was all cap. You know, in reality, he didn't really want to fight me. And, you know, the fans, you know, saw that me and my side were trying to make the fight happen. And in reality, he was just a lot of talk and a lot of bark with no bite.
Do you think that fight can still happen one day, Devin?
Hopefully the fight can happen. You know, the fight could have happened now, you know, if it was up to me. But on his side, you know, I can't speak for them.
What does a win over Gamboa do for you moving forward?
I mean, you know, Gamboa is the toughest test up to date for me. You know, Gamboa is a veteran. You know, he was unified world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. So Gamboa is no slouch. You know, so it's the best name on my resume so far.
If you go and put an impressive display on November 7th, knock Gamboa out, let's say, what do you want next? Is it the winner of Loma-Lopez?
I want the top guys. You know, whether it's Loma, whether it's Teofimo, whether it's Gervonta Davis, you know, any of the top guys, I'm willing to fight.
Let me ask you about the other fights in the division. Let's start with Tank and Santa Cruz. Do you see Tank coming through that?
Say it one more time.
You see a Tank coming through against Santa Cruz?
Yeah, he should. You know, Leo Santa Cruz is, you know, also, yeah, you know, so he's a veteran in the game. You know, he is no slouch. You cannot sleep on him. But he is also coming up in weight. So I'm interested to see, you know, how he holds up against Tank, you know.
Moving on to probably fight of the year for me, Lomachenko-Lopez. Lopez is extremely confident, but people still have Lomachenko as favourite. How do you see it, Devin? Who comes out on top?
Yeah, I see, you know, Loma just being too much for Teofimo. You know, you cannot sleep on Teofimo. You know, he has the punching power to change the night at any given moment. But I just think that Lomachenko is too much.
And last one I'll ask you about, hasn't been announced yet, but Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. What do you think about that one?
I think Ryan. I like Ryan in that fight.
You're going for Ryan, Tank, and Loma, yeah?
Yeah.
Ideally, if you come through Gamboa, who would you pick out of those three?
Well, those fights are out of those three. I would like to say Tank. I think Tank.
You want the Tank fight? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Devin, let me quickly get your thoughts on Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Logan Paul potentially fighting. Do you think this is harmful for boxing? Do you think?
I don't know if that's real, so I don't really want to speak on it because I don't really know how real it is. You know,
we don't know whether it happened.
We could be talking about some fantasy stuff.
What about Pacquiao McGregor?
I mean, it's a good fight because it brings more attention to boxing. Of course, Pacquiao is going to be victorious. He should beat him fairly easy. But it's a good fight. Because it's cross branding or whatever.
What's your dad said to you about this Gamboa fight, Devin?
Gamboa. My dad's excited about this fight. He knows that Gamboa is a tough test, and he lets me know that. I cannot take him lightly. Gamboa's not coming to lay down.
Obviously, it's been a tough time for all fighters. You must be just grateful for being able to get back in the ring where a lot of boxers can't in this situation at the moment.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be back. It's almost been a year since I've been off, so I'm very excited to be able to make my return, and I look forward to putting on a good show for the people watching on TV.
Have you spoke to Eddie Hearn recently? Obviously, he's just come down with coronavirus.
I literally just talked to him right before we got on the phone.
Okay, what was he saying to you?
We're just talking about the venue and stuff like that.
Can you tell the fans?
I'm trying to get another one of my fighters on the card. So y'all need to tell them to put my other fighter on the card.
Who's that?
Amari Jones.
Oh, okay.
One of my fighters, Darren Cunningham, he's on the card. But I'm looking to put one of the newer fighters that I just signed.
Okay. Can you promise the fans a knockout come November 7th?
I can't make no promises. I can't promise a great performance. I want to go in there and I want to showcase, my full arsenal. If knockout comes, hopefully it does come. Then, I'll be happy with that. But when I go in there and I display a full arsenal of everything that I have, I think the fans will be pleased with that. That alone.
Well, listen, Devin, best of luck in camp ahead of November 7th. Quickly, before you go, have you got a message for perhaps Gamboa and the rest of the lightweight division?
Gamboa, train hard. I want to put on a great fight for the fans. I wish you the best in camp. Stay healthy so we can, put on a good fight for the fans on November 7th. People watching. And the whole lightweight division, tune in. See the best lightweight in the world.
Devin, thanks for talking to IFL TV. Best of luck on November 7th, all right? Take care.
Thank you.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.